When it comes to alcohol, beliefs are really everything. If you believe that alcohol is a poison, it's ethanol, it's something that you would never want to put in your body, the chance of you drinking it is almost zero. If you see alcohol as something as a way to relax after a hard day, as something that you enjoy doing, the chances of you drinking are so much higher. And not only that, but if you do decide that you want to take a break from drinking, the chances are that if you have the beliefs that alcohol is a good thing, stopping drinking or having a break from drinking will be hard, it'll be challenging, it'll be difficult, and you will probably end up drinking again. Versus if you have the first beliefs that I spoke about, that it's doing nothing for you, that it's ethanol, it's poison, the chance of you continuing on a break from drinking is just 10 times higher. So today in this video, we're going to break down 5 alcohol beliefs that you absolutely must destroy. Whether you want to stop drinking, continue drinking, these are beliefs that you need to get 100% clear on. Because if we can shift just a belief a few degrees, it can change the trajectory of your life and your relationship with alcohol forever. Now, these 5 beliefs are things that I've destroyed in my own thinking and my own mindset that have allowed me to not drink for almost 6 years. I've shared this with almost 100,000 people on this YouTube channel. I've got 400 private clients that I've shared this stuff with, and today I'm sharing it with you for free to help you on your journey. This stuff is going to be absolutely awesome. And just before we get into it, if you want to get access to a free video training that shows you how to control your drinking quickly, then please click the link in the description. I can't publish this video on YouTube, so what you need to do is click the link in the description, put your name and email address in, and then a new video will start playing that shows you a new method to get in control of your drinking in as little as 48 hours. Again, I can't publish it on YouTube, so you've got to click the link down below. You do not want to miss that video. It will change the game for you, so please click the link down below to watch that video after this one. Now, let's get into it. So, this first belief is something that plagued me for most of my adult life. For the almost 10 years that I drank for, this belief just was in my head 24/7. I believed that alcohol added value in my life. And you might be thinking, well, of course it does. I mean, I love a few drinks. I love hanging out with my friends. I love getting back from a hard day of work and cracking open a bottle of wine. And there's a belief that most drinkers have that drinking this poisonous drug gives them something. They think that they gain something from drinking this drug. Relaxation, enjoying the taste, enjoying their life, relieving boredom. We think that we gain things from drinking, otherwise we wouldn't do it. Now, let's just switch the substance to something that maybe you would never ever consume. A cocaine addict also has the same belief. They believe that when they take that drug, they get something from it. The same way that somebody that first starts taking painkillers, they take the painkiller, they feel a certain way, and then, this is good. I gain something from this drug. Now, the weird thing is that with something like a painkiller, once people have gone past that point of where they realize that they're actually hooked on it, they don't lie to themselves. They know that they're addicted to something because they're doing something abnormal. They're popping a pill, they're, flushing it down, and they know that that's not right. They don't lie to themselves. But with alcohol, it's different. We know that we don't enjoy life with it. We know that we shouldn't really be doing it, but we just keep lying to ourselves that alcohol is not like any other drug out there. I think one of the problems is that alcohol is something that you drink, right? You actually have to consume it, and you do something that keeps you alive anyway. You drink, liquid all day to stay alive. So when it comes to alcohol, we're doing something natural. We're doing something normal. It doesn't feel like we're taking a drug. If we had to inject alcohol into our veins, we wouldn't have this feeling that it's adding value to our life. We'd know, but the fact that we have to drink it, it just makes it feel also normal. So this is the first belief that I had to break. I had to stop lying to myself, thinking that drinking a drug is adding anything to my life. It doesn't give me anything. It never gave me anything. All it did was take things away again and again and again. It took away my health, it took away my self-respect, it took away my self-confidence, it took away money from me, it took away family relationships, it took away girlfriends from me. It took so much away. And what it didn't do is add any value at all. I'm sorry to get angry, but it's true. Alcohol adds nothing to anybody's life. Now, the second belief you need to destroy when it comes to stopping drinking is that I'll do this tomorrow. I'll deal with this tomorrow. Through my work and my company, through SoberClear.com, where we help business owners and professionals stop drinking, I have had it countless numbers of times where somebody books a call with my company, they get on a phone call, maybe them and I are speaking together, and they say, Leon, I'm so ready to do your program. It sounds perfect for me. I just think I need a couple of days to just get my head around things and make sure I want to do it. And I always say the same thing. I ask them, I say, how long have you been trying to solve this problem for? And never do they say, I've just thought about doing it today. It's always been something that's been in their head for years. And they think that somehow a few days is what they need. They need a little bit more time and then they'll be ready. The reality is that doing this tomorrow is never going to happen. The time to solve this problem was yesterday. The time to solve this problem isn't tomorrow, because the problem is tomorrow never comes. Because it's like the diet starts Monday, as everybody knows, right? Let's eat what we want this weekend. Monday, the diet starts. And how often does the diet start Monday? You need to be ready to make a commitment. And the best time to make that commitment is always right now. If you want help doing it, you can click the link in the description, you can book a call, you can go to soberclear.com, but you need to stop telling yourself that you'll do this tomorrow. Tomorrow will never come. There'll always be something else that's around the corner. There'll be a wedding, there'll be a holiday that's coming up, there'll be a cruise, there'll be this, there'll be that. There'll be all these things that are happening in the future that make you keep lying to yourself and telling you that you'll deal with this tomorrow. Just under 6 years ago, I stopped telling myself I'm going to deal with this tomorrow. And I said, you know what, today's the day that I make a change. Today's the day that I'm doing it a different way. And I've never looked back. Now, the third belief that you need to get your head around is something that everybody believes. Everybody believes that when you try and stop drinking alcohol, it is going to be hard. And the reason why is because so many of us have had failed attempts again and again and again. We tell ourselves we're not going to drink. Maybe we say it to ourselves on a Thursday morning. We've, had a few drinks on Wednesday. We're like, I ain't doing that again. Saturday morning, Saturday night, we're having a few more beers again. And it just goes on and on and on like this. And because we keep breaking this promise to ourselves, and because we look out to society and we see everybody that's failing to not drink, we see people that are checking into rehab to not drink, we see meetings, we see all of this stuff, we think that stopping drinking must be difficult. Isn't it weird? Let's just think of a gluten intolerance, right? Somebody that has never had a gluten intolerance and they're eating croissants and bread, and then at 30 years of age, they eat the croissant, or they eat their bread, and then they're on the toilet all day for the next day. Those people have no problem stopping gluten the next day. Okay, maybe they miss it a little bit, but it's pretty much like, obviously I can't do that anymore, see ya. Yet, bread is something that is not that destructive. Okay, it's giving them a bad tummy. But think about alcohol. Think about the destruction that can cause in somebody's life. The cirrhosis of the liver, the kids smelling alcohol in their parents' breath, the broken relationships, the violence, all of the things that can happen for drinkers. And not only, that's like the top 1% of problems. But what about the feeling of not living up to your potential? The feeling of just defeat. And we live our life feeling this way, and yet we keep taking the drug. Stopping drinking is not hard. Not drinking is the easiest thing ever. Think about it. All you do is not put the drink to your lips. How is that difficult in any way? Well, the only thing that makes it difficult is your mindset. And like I said, that link in the description, the video that I can't publish on YouTube, gotta make sure to go and check that one out. It'll blow you away. But I want to promise you one thing. It isn't hard to stop drinking once you see alcohol for what it is. Which leads me to the fourth belief. Now, the fourth belief is something that again plagues pretty much everybody. They think that if they don't drink alcohol, life will be in a worse place. So many people have this belief, and it's not actually a belief, it's more of a fear. It's a fear that how am I going to get through the difficult times? How am I going to have fun? How am I going to do anything without this drug by my side? And I want you to really break this down for a second. I want you to ask yourself an important question. If you could go back in time to being when you took that first drink I was probably like 14, I might have been 15, I can't remember. Some people it's older, some people they drink later on in life. If you could rewind time and go back to that day, would you actually take that first drink? Well, I know for sure I wouldn't, and I guess there might be a few people out there that would, but probably not viewers of this channel. But if you could go back to that day and not take that first drink, ask yourself, how much further ahead would you be? Where would your relationship be? Listen, we don't know. We can't live in what ifs. But there is not a single person on this planet that drinks alcohol that can lie to themselves and say that they would not be further ahead if they didn't drink. Okay, maybe there's that rare exception of, I don't know, some business person that meets, the business partner of their life and they drink together. Okay, maybe there's that rare exception, but you get the point, right? You'd be healthier, you'd be happier, your relationships would be better, you'd be smarter, you'd be more intelligent, you'd be more attractive, people would want to be around you more. But the great thing is that you can still have that reality, because life doesn't get worse when you don't drink. It gets better and better and better, because you end up getting momentum, you end up being able to just keep going forward and forward and forward and climbing and getting better in every area of your life. That's something that happened to me, and I've seen this happen to countless people in my Stop Drinking program. Not only people in my program, but the people that watch this channel. You guys that are leaving comments down below, you know what happens. Which leads me to the fifth and final belief. The fifth and final belief is that you are the problem. It's all your fault. Now, I know that might not resonate to everybody, but a lot of people that stop drinking, they feel like they need to look at trauma, they need to look at their childhood, maybe they're an alcoholic, and that's why they drink. Now, is there a time and a place to do that kind of work? 100% yes. Is that why you drink alcohol? No. And that might upset somebody, that might sound a little bit controversial, but at the end of the day, you fell for a trap. You fell for a trap that was designed, that was engineered by other people. When you were born, you did not sign a contract saying, I want to be born into a world that sees alcohol this way. It was put to you by other people, you've been conditioned to see it a certain way, you've got addicted to a drug because of the addictive nature of the drug, not because of you as an individual. And I'm here to tell you that the drinking is not your fault. It's been done by other people, but one thing is that it's your responsibility to fix. And I know you can fix it because I believe in you, and if you click the video on the screen now, you can learn why everybody is stopping drinking.